Hi there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you are from. I'm Coach Rambabu, CEO and founder at Share Every Global Foundation, a non-profit organization by the government of Andhra Pradesh, India. We know Share Every conducts various programs, various activities for the sake of society. If you are a regular follower of Share Every platform, you all know what is the mission and vision of Share Every. Share Every tagline is your vision, our mission. Among various activities, Rendezvous with Rambabu is the finest one-on-one interview, conversation, or discussion platform. We invite eminent speakers like today's our guest, and by picking up interesting or needful concepts, we will share to all our viewers to get up their learning as well as to know many things about the world. As usual, we have gathered here to have a conversation for a very interesting concept, my virtual visit to Oklahoma City. I'm going to visit in this 30 minutes Oklahoma virtually. Before that, I would like to make a request to all the viewers. If you are a follower, continue your support. If you are a new, please give your support, like, subscribe, share, click the bell symbol, and comment below. So without further ado, I would like to invite our guest of today, episode 16. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good morning, CEO, our founder, Coach Rambabu.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
Our week is really good. It's Thursday. Today is the first day of autumn.
Oh,
In America, we are celebrating the first day of fall, the first day of autumn. So the trees are changing colors. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's
yeah,
really beautiful because I'm with you guys. So I'm happy.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, before diving into actual interview, before knowing many things about Oklahoma City, we'll request our guest to introduce herself. Please, ma'am, we'd like to listen something about you. Please go ahead.
It's not easy for me to talk about myself. I never like talking about myself, but what I do like talking about is the fact that I'm affiliated with the Share Every Global Foundation. I'm Dr. Andrea Anderson. My students call me Doc A, and I'm so elated to be a part of Share Every Global Foundation. And in fact, it will be 1 year in October when I got the phone call from our CEO, our founder, Coach Rambabu. And guess what? He found me. So I'm glad to be a part of Share Every Global Foundation as a mentor, as an advisor, being on the committee, and just being helping them to grow, glow, and flow. Because when I do that for them, guess what? It helps me. It puts me in my place. It places me in my place. So I am so grateful for the Share Every Global Foundation. I'm a college professor. I help the elderly. I'm a social worker for the elderly. But my heart is with Share Every Global Foundation because it has changed my life. I cannot stress that enough. I really can't. I was so discouraged and so depressed. I said, God, what am I doing in life? I'm not helping anybody. And then I got the call in October, 1 day in October. So my passion is with the Share Every Global Foundation. My passion is also with you, our viewers. So share, like, and subscribe to us because we love having you in our corner. We've got
Thank
your back,
you.
as we say in
Yeah,
America.
thank you. Thank you, Doc A. I'd like to call from today onwards like your students. Yeah, it's really proud moment to know about you. And I'd like to make one more request before moving on into our actual interview. We love to listen a few words about our educational organization, Share Every Global Foundation. Could you please share with us a few words, please?
Share Every Global Foundation. It says it's an English speaking platform where they teach and they train people who want to learn more about English because English is the predominant language in the nations. And in fact, I learned so much. Just because I'm a native speaker, I don't know the grammars, I don't know the rules. But if I stand and stick and learn with Share Every Global Foundation, I will learn. I have a nephew. My nephew, Dr. David, is a medical doctor. Last couple of weeks ago was my birthday. And for my birthday, he goes, Andrea, I know that you're with the Share Every Global Foundation and they talk and they teach and train on English. I don't want you to be embarrassed. So he bought me this book called Rebel with a Clause, how the tales and tips from a roving grammarian. So he teaches you on English and adverbs and all those things that we just don't learn all the time in America because we think we're Americans, we speak English. But with Share Every Global Foundation, the platform, you will learn why, and you will be able to progress in jobs, in your education as being a native speaker. So join us. And another thing I love about this organization is they train you. We have coaches. The other day, I'm thinking, wow, what can they say about money that I don't know? Oh my goodness, we had a wonderful coach who trained us on money being a magnet. And I took like 8 pages of notes. So we have training, we have seminars, we have Coach, our founder, we even train us how to do things on YouTube. And we want you to join us because I guarantee you, your life will change as mine did. I promise you. You've got my word on it. If you join Share Every Global Foundation, if you want to go, if you want to grow, if you want to flow. And we need you to do that because you are the change that we've been waiting for in this world.
Yeah, very interesting to listen from you about our platform, our organization, Share Every Global Foundation. Really, I feel very honored and humbled to meet you today, to know about your residing place, Oklahoma. To be frank, I can't visit. If God permits, I may, but no guarantee. But I'm going to know many things and I'm going to let the people to know through you about Oklahoma City. My dear viewers, please be ready and to know more about Oklahoma, and which is the largest populous state in Native Americans. Yes. And I'd like to start interview with this question, ma'am. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Could you please give us a short history of your city, Oklahoma, like the independence, language you speak, custom you wear, and spiritual or culture, etc. So please give a brief history about Oklahoma, please.
Okay, I'd love to. Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much. I live in Tulsa, Tulsa. It's the second largest city in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a state. We have another city called Oklahoma City, which is the capital of Oklahoma. And Tulsa, Oklahoma is the second largest city in the state of Oklahoma, and it's the 47th most populous city in the whole United States. You know that we have 50 states, and they have so many people here. And the nickname, we have a lot of nicknames for Tulsa. It's called the oil capital of the world because that's where they got a lot of their money. Oil, O-I-L, oil. So it's called the oil capital of the world. It's called Tulsi, T-U-L-S-E-Y town. It's called T-Town. It's called the Buckle of the Bible Belt. And you mentioned religion. Their main religion here, which is Christianity, but they have other religions here. And their motto, although I'm not from here, this is a good motto, which I just found this out. See, that's another thing about joining Share Every Global Foundation. Coach Rambabu helps us do research and learn things. I did not know this. The motto of Oklahoma, or Tulsa rather, is a new kind of energy. I've never heard that before. So I guess I fit in right well because I do have a new kind of energy when I became a part of Share Every Global Foundation. The culture is, they said Tulsa is a very friendly city. It's kind of laid back. And I'm from Wisconsin. I'm way up north. It's cold up north. We're not that friendly up north because it's too cold. It's too cold to be friendly. It's like, hurry up. It's cold. Let me get inside the house. But in Oklahoma and Tulsa, people are just taking time. They're taking their time. They're just lackadaisical, just doing what they want to do. but that's just Tulsa. So it's a different kind of culture. So if you want a booming, vibrant city where people are moving at rapid speed, Tulsa's not the place for you. It's more laid back, quiet, serene, calm. And everything closes at 9 p.m., which is interesting. They had a Walmart. I don't know whether you have Walmarts in India, but they had a Walmart. Used to be open 24 hours. They shut it down. It's open until 9 p.m. Everybody goes to Walmart. I live practically at Walmart. But they have different counties. In America, we have counties. I live in Tulsa County. There's Rogers County, Osage County. Native Americans founded this state. In fact, the word Oklahoma, it's a Native American word. It means home of the red man. Oh. Oklahoma, home of the red man. So it's a very interesting. They have a lot of Art Deco, a lot of museums in Oklahoma. Again, they're Native American museums. And Oklahoma Tulsa is very diversified. We have a lot of cultures here, a lot of different cultures, races, nationalities, creeds. You ask what they speak English. If I want something to drink and I want a water fountain, I'll say, "Where's the bubbler?" You don't say that in Oklahoma. You say, "Where's the water fountain?" So they have different colloquialisms in Oklahoma. So it's a very interesting place. I've been here since 1985. And when I drove here, the first thing I saw was a huge tower. The name of the tower was City of Faith. It was a medical building, and it was named the City of Faith. So when I came to Oklahoma, the first thing, as soon as I crossed over the river, I saw the City of Faith. It's an interesting place to live.
Yeah, thank you. And City of Faith, and also you have given nickname of Oklahoma, the home of
the red man. Yeah. Oklahoma, the Native Americans named that. They named Oklahoma means home of the red man because the color of Native Americans here, red. My color is brown. Their color is red. So Oklahoma.
Yeah, based on skin tone, they gave that name. Yes, very interesting. And if it is possible, please make sure to visit your country or your place. I'm very curious, not just virtually, physically. I want to visit. And I want to know all these things.
we would love to have you here for you to come to you, bring your
Definitely.
wonderful family, your girls and your family to Oklahoma.
I'm giving oath. I'm possible and I will visit Oklahoma and I'll stay with you one day, very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great answer. Very happy to listen about your city. And one more interesting question I would like to ask. Mm-hmm. From any place or at any place or any region, education is very important. Based on education, any country or any place, growth and development depends.
Yes.
And what kind of education system we have and we can see in Oklahoma, and mostly the people will select what kind of professions. See, if we talk about India, mostly they prefer to select engineering as well as medicine. These two professions are preferences. They're two options mostly. I want to know about the other side of education system in Oklahoma State.
Okay. Oh, I'm definitely glad to speak on that again because I teach it. Actually, I teach at 3 colleges. Tulsa Community Colleges. In Oklahoma, we have a system, and this is wonderful. In other states, you can go to a 4-year university. But in Oklahoma, you can go to a 2-year college, like a 2-year, we call it a community college, where you receive all your basics. You take like the history classes, you take your English classes, your writing classes. And then when you graduate after 2 years, you have an associate's degree. Then you go on to a 4-year college and you finish your last 2 years in the field that you're interested in. So you get all your basics at a 2-year college at Tulsa Community College, where I teach, and another college I teach is Connors State College, and you receive an associate's degree. And then you say, okay, I need to further my education. I want to be a lawyer. So you transfer to another a 4-year college. You finish your 2 years, and then you will have a bachelor's degree or a bachelor of arts degree or a bachelor's of science degree. And then you go on further if you're going to be an attorney, like our coach Jagadish is. So
Yeah.
those are the things that you do. You can do in America, that you can do in Oklahoma. And another thing that I love about the educational system in Oklahoma, I have a heart for the prisoners. So with Tulsa Community College and Connors State College, they send me to the prison where I teach inmates who are incarcerated, who cannot give out, who cannot leave. I teach them classes. In fact, yes, every Wednesday I go to 2 prisons. I go to a men's prison and I go to a women's prison, and I teach philosophy. And they love because I make classes interesting. I cannot stand being bored. So I make classes so interesting. And when they finish the program, they will have an associate's degree. So you can even earn a college degree in prison. And also at Tulsa Community College, I do the same thing. I drive and teach. What do I teach? I teach humanities there
Yeah.
in prison.
Does your government provide free education for the people?
Okay, Tulsa Community College, if you live in Tulsa County, yes, they do.
Okay.
But then they have scholarships and they have grants. In the prison, they have something called a Pell, Pell grant, where you can get a grant and they will pay for you to go to college. They will pay for college.
Okay. And also in India, there are some grades or levels going or step by step in education system. For example, and play standard means pre-primary section. At 5+ age, Indian government allows people to take admission in schools. First to fifth 5 grades we call as a primary sector, primary sections. And sixth, seventh, and eighth upper primary. 9, 10, 11, and 12 it's secondary. And after 12, it's a graduate. After graduate, there is a postgraduate. After postgraduate, and we do doctoral degree like you, PhD.
Okay.
So we have a systematic flow. So do you have
Okay.
such kind of system there?
Yes, pre-K, we call it pre-K. That's when
Yeah.
you're like 4 years old, and then you go to kindergarten, and then you
Yeah,
start
kindergarten.
first through
Yes.
the eighth, no, first through the 6th grade. It's just regular school, and then we call it middle school, 6th through the 8th grade, and then 9th through the 12th is high school. Then the high school, then the college. But and when for the 9th and 12th grade, above in the 10th grade, there's something that we offer at Tulsa Community College. A student can take college classes. We allow students to take college classes and get credit. So when they're only in 11th grade, which is how old is 11th grade? 16, 17 years, 16 years
Yeah.
old, you can take college credits
Okay.
for your degree. And then we have something called a GED. Say a person just cannot learn, they don't do well in college, high school rather, they fail, they flunk out. We have something called a GED program where you can learn from home and then you test it. So
Okay. And also in India, most of the people they prefer to get job in government sector than private sector. But the government sector opportunities not many, but we have a tough competition to grab opportunity to become as a government employee. Then how your people what they prefer mostly private sector or government sector?
it would depend. It depends on individual, private or non-private. I prefer non-profit, but they are private, non-profit, the government. It depends on what the person wants to do. Um, in fact, they even have something in America called STEM, STEM, where they train students in science, technology,
Okay.
engineering, and math.
Okay.
People who are focused on that. That is not me. All right.
Okay.
But they focus on that. So it depends on what a person wants to do. I work for a private sector, but colleges I work for is public sector.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, nice answer. Thank you so much for giving a good responses or making the people or viewers to know about education system from your country. And one more interesting, how be the family bonding or relationship in the family or among the relatives in your country. But here in India, we give utmost priority for the family bonding. And from birth to death, we maintain a close intimacy or connection between the children and parents and among the relatives. And I'm personally very curious to know, or even the people might, please.
Mhm. Well, I agree. The family is the backbone. If you don't have a family, what do you have? Your family is the backbone. And sometimes in Oklahoma, the government has to step in and help the family because of the crises, some of the crises that we face. But it's real important. That's why they try to keep the family together. In Oklahoma, we have to be responsible from the womb
Yeah,
all the way to the tomb. We have to work together as a family because a family
yeah.
again is the backbone.
Exactly. Family is the backbone. Best and first teacher is the mother from the family. So there is many things to learn from the family. So thank you so much to know the family bonding or relationship among the people. And this is personal, my question. Feel I'm a visitor. Now I'm planning to visit Oklahoma, maybe reach by tomorrow evening, but I don't know anything about Oklahoma and where to visit and what are the important places to visit. But what kind of places would you suggest to traveler Rambabu?
Traveler Rambabu travels with Rambabu. Well, first of all, wait until next Friday to come. I'll tell you why. They have what we call the Tulsa State Fair,
Oh,
and that's 11 days of the fair. All the food, it's strange food. It's like snakes, all sorts of food. Everything is fried. They fry Twinkies. They fry, well, samosas are fried anyway, but they fry all sorts of food. They have all sorts of carnival rides. You can ride. You can go to watch the sheep being shorn. Okay. Okay, you can watch that. You can go on rides. You can go on road trips. And that's the Tulsa State Fair, and it lasts for 11 days. And people go just for the food. They have huge turkey legs, and so you
oh,
look like a caveman eating a whole turkey leg. It's expensive, like $11 eating a whole turkey leg. It's a family affair. The families get together and they just have fun at the Tulsa State Fair. I take you to a lot of museums here. There are a lot of museums. A Native American museum is called the Gilcrease Museum, where a lot of culture is. The Philbrook Museum is another museum. And I take you to some of the sites. In fact, this is like maybe less than walking distance, maybe 2 miles from my home. They have a huge university. Oh, you'd really like that. A huge university called Oral Roberts University, where
oh,
they have a huge praying hands
okay.
lifting up to heavens, praying, and they have a prayer tower that reaches way, way up that you can go to. And then they have a flag of nations. When you go to when you enter Oral Roberts University, on the outside, they have all the flags of the world
Oh,
welcoming the students because they have students from every country. So you will
okay.
see an Indian flag.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. See, please, and help me to visit all these places. As you mentioned at the beginning, I'm possible to visit Oklahoma one day without fail, but you want to help me to see all these sightseeings.
Yes.
Thank you. And one more, how do people of Oklahoma spend their free time on holidays or vacations mostly? What they prefer to spend their free time in holiday time?
How do people in Oklahoma spend their free time? Then they go to the malls, indoor mall, where they have all the stores. They have a lot of riding trails. In fact, you don't have to have one. You can rent a bicycle, and just and bicycle along all the trails. Um, Sometimes they have a huge park a park system where the park system will show a movie and they'll have family night, and families will bring their lawn chairs and they'll bring a blanket and they'll sit on the grass and they'll watch a movie outside free of charge.
Is it open air?
It's open, yeah, open air.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. Oh, and during the winter time, they develop an ice skating rink where you can just skate outside, but it has to be frozen. Obviously, you ice skate outside. And fireworks, they have fireworks displayed during the 4th of July. They have fireworks all over. You can gather at the river, and they have all sorts of beautiful fireworks display.
Okay. And also, what people prefer, like sports or games?
Oh. Oklahoma is into sports. However, they don't have most states have a national sports. They have college sports. So they have the Sooners and I'm not into sports, but they have football. They're really big in football, college sports, football, basketball, baseball. Our baseball team is called the Drillers because of the Oklahoma Driller.
What is your favorite sport and as well as game?
My favorite sport, reading a book.
Oh, it's interesting. And game?
I'm not into sports. I don't
Hey.
watch sports, but they do in Oklahoma. They love their basketball, but it's all college. It's all collegiate in the football, rather also, but it's all collegiate, nothing professional.
Okay, thank you. In India, we love cricket so much.
Okay. But what is cricket? I don't know. I'm from America. I don't know what cricket is. What's cricket?
Cricket.
What is
yes, like a baseball and cricket. And there are many world famous cricketers from India.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. This question for you. What is your famous Oklahoma dish? And are you a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian? And also, could you please mention some of your local variety of food and mostly what prefer to eat at breakfast or lunch, and how many times in a day you take? For example, if I want to talk about myself, we mostly prefer to take 3 times a day: morning breakfast and afternoon lunch, evening dinner or supper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to know about it.
Yeah. In Oklahoma, we do the same thing. People go to McDonald's. I'm sure they have a McDonald's there.
McDonald's.
A lot of people, they go to McDonald's for the breakfast, or they go to Starbucks to drink the coffee. But a lot of people like me, we skip breakfast. We skip lunch. We only eat 1 meal a day.
Oh.
Yeah, we use a lot, but because even during lunchtime, they pay because a lot of people are working during lunch. So I work through lunch. I don't have time to stop and get something to eat. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And especially when I'm in the prisons, I don't do that there. I can't do that there. But supper, they have so many restaurants. But oh my gosh, vegetarian. I was doing good until I discovered Indian food.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Our rabbi is from Kerala. So his daughter Ruby is a professor, and she teaches international relations at Oral Roberts University, and she's begging me, Andrea, you must go to India. So because she's half Indian, so you must go to India. So they introduced me to Indian food, and they have a buffet. They have 2 major Indian buffets, and they have one that is so good. And they have samosas, my favorite, papadai chaat, chicken tikka masala, naan, kebab. And oh my goodness, it is so wonderful. So they have a buffet spread with Indian food, and the people love it. We love all different cultures and all different foods. And one day I went over there, because it's right next to the office where I work sometimes. But it was on a Monday, and they're closed on a Monday. And I'm like, no, open the door. I want to eat some Indian food. They have the best Indian food there. It's called the Tandoori Brothers. It's traditional recipes from India. In Oklahoma, they eat a lot of barbecue. A lot of barbecue and chicken fried steak.
Okay.
And
do you prefer to cook by
no,
your own? No. No,
No, no, I just
mostly.
go,
Okay,
yeah.
mostly you
I,
depend
I
on restaurants or hotels.
yeah. Or a frozen meal, I just stick in the microwave because I'm so busy all the time. I'm
No,
so
no.
busy. Like yesterday, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay,
When
okay.
I leave the prison, it's too late to get something to eat. So I do a lot of drinking and things.
Yeah,
Plus, to work on my
mostly.
weight. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly you preserve the frozen foods also. I think for the ready-made and
Yes, which is not very
okay.
healthy, but yes.
Yeah, but
But
in India and most of the Indian females or the homemakers, they do homemade food only, and
uh,
occasionally we visit or we go and take food outside, means like restaurants or hotels occasionally. And even in celebrations or festival times, we distribute sweets to all our family members, and we visit relatives from here and there, and we celebrate with families and with crowds, and it's really interesting. So mostly
oh
this is the
wow.
style we do celebrate, and we do prefer to take mostly homemade food, not outside food.
Oh really?
And yes, but I love, if it is possible, please Google it. Dosa, yak dosa, dosa, yak dosa. It's my favorite breakfast item. Dosa,
D
dosa,
D O
dosa.
S A.
Yeah,
Okay.
yak dosa and chutney. Yak dosa, it's a
Oh,
side dish.
chutney. Yes, I know
Yes,
chutney.
yes,
Yes.
yes. And this is my favorite breakfast item. And the biryani, chicken biryani is as usual.
Oh, I okay. I know that. Okay. Yes.
It's
Yes.
a rice
In
item.
fact, our rabbi ordered everything from India, from the restaurant, Indian restaurant. We had a buffet the other in church. In fact, Sunday we're going to do the same thing. Have all
Yeah,
Indian food because it's a New Year, Jewish New Year. So
yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
eating Indian food Sunday.
Okay,
Dosa.
yeah. Thank you. I feel more delight to share about myself also.
Yes.
Yeah. One more question. If you get a chance to visit any country rather than your residing place, what country would you prefer and why? I want to know the reason.
Okay. This is easy. I'm not. I hope I say it right. Andhra Pradesh. Did I say it correctly?
Andhra Pradesh, Pradesh,
Pradesh.
Pradesh. Yeah.
Yes.
In
Okay.
short,
Our rabbis. Yes.
AP is a state.
Oh, AP. I would love to do that because number one, a lot of share every global fund my because you guys are my family. Okay, you're my family, so sit down and just collaborate with my family.
Yeah.
Two, get to meet everyone. Three, eat some Indian food. Okay, tikka
South Indian
masala.
food, South Indian food.
Oh, something. I don't care as long as it's Indian food, and then
Yes.
get the spices. I want some Indian spices. So that's one of the places I would visit, and also Israel. So that's my
Yeah.
heart.
So we have availability of ready-made food. Most of the Indians they prefer homemade food, and our females are really love to do many varieties or sweet items or food items. Definitely, I'll send you some
Oh,
of pics. Okay.
oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Yeah. And we have come to an end, dear Coach Andrea. We'll try to close our episode 16 with this final question. Will you please invite our viewers to visit Oklahoma and your beautiful home in your style? Could you please invite?
Oh my goodness. It would be such an honor to invite people to visit Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's a wonderful city. It's a beautiful city, but when you land here, it's going to become more beautiful. Why? Because you're here and you make the difference. I also want to close with a quote, and by this is by Oral Roberts. He says, "When you see the invisible, you can do the impossible." I found this T-shirt. I don't know whether you can read it. It says, "Dream it, believe it, and achieve it. Dream it, believe it, and achieve it." And that's why we want you to join Share Every Global Foundation, because you can dream it. We'll help
Hmm.
you dream it. We'll help you believe it, and we will help you achieve it. And
Yeah.
you got this.
Yes. See, With you, definitely, we not just dream, and we can surely believe, and 100% we can achieve all our aims and desires for the people's sake. Yeah, it's really nice t-shirt.
That we will help you. We will help
Yeah,
you. So you got to have faith also that we
definitely,
will help you.
definitely. Faith is like a fuel to our engine. Faith is a fuel.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, coach,
This was
for
fun.
giving good information regarding Tulsa, Oklahoma. Really, I'm very overwhelmed to know about your city or mostly your residing place. And dear viewers, shall we make request our guest to come again with one more interesting concept very soon?
Oh,
Definitely.
please. We love to. Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely. I'm
definitely.
excited.
Yes.
This is my lifeblood. I love this. This is so much fun. It's early in
Yeah.
the morning, but it's worth it.
Yes. Thank you. And I'm very happy to be with you today. Very soon we'll join again for our viewers to bring many interesting things like today. Yes, that's it for today, my dear viewers. Don't forget to give, subscribe, like, watch, click the bell icon, and comment in chat section. Thank you so much, Coach Andrea.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you,
care.
founder. Thank you.
Goodbye. Namaste.
Namaste.